A very good morning to you. Welcome to the first edition of Sports This Morning for this week. I'm Yemi Adebayo.
It's great to have you join us again. I'm Tayo Salam.
All right, let's start you off this morning and go to Ghana. Let's talk football this morning. Mission impossible. That's a big question this morning. Super Eagles of Nigeria, the home-based Super Eagles working on thin ice. They need a win against the Black Stars of Ghana to ensure passage to the semi-finals of the WAFU Cup. Will it happen? That's a big question.
Yeah, big question, but we all know in sports, impossible is nothing. So go for it, WAFU Home Eagles. Okay, from football, let's talk basketball now. The Gallant D-Tigers, they're back in Nigeria after placing second at the FIBA AfroBasket in Tunisia. They came so close, but it wasn't good enough because Tunisia won that game convincingly. But all credit to the lads. Despite the issues and the bad preparations, they still managed to go to Tunisia, to give a very, very competitive performance for Nigeria.
Yeah, that's it. They can, raise up their heads high. They did a good job right there in Tunis. But we'll go to the race tracks and talk about this man. Benefited from a mishap, but not taking anything away from what he's been able to do. Hamilton triumph in Singapore. Good day for Mercedes. Two of their drivers ended up on the podium, and now one of their drivers leading the standings with 28 points.
Right. What a race. What a drama show that was.
Yeah.
In Singapore, everything was all set up for Sebastian Vettel.
Yeah.
He's dominated that
session,
track for a while. Then qualifying came, dominated as well. So he actually went head-to-head against the Red Bulls of Max Verstappen and Daniel Ricciardo. Race day, then what happens? Formula One is such a crazy sport where sometimes it might not really be your fault, but it can still end up affecting your overall outcome. This is a very defining moment for this season championship race, because
it just happened.
I don't know.
Just a few seconds into the race, and two drivers from the same team just took. Three drivers out just within less than a minute, and it's just. To say it was crazy is an understatement, but I really feel sorry for Sebastian Vettel. He even tried to continue, but it was too dangerous.
A lot of damage. Damage done.
Spilling on the racetracks, the damage. And from that point, if you ask me, it was cruise control for Lewis Hamilton. I wanted to see a race that would involve both of them starting and ending. Especially when I think it was starting in the 5th position on the grid. I thought it was going to be a tough race, but what was supposed to be a tough race, I'm not saying it was easy for Hamilton, but when you take Vettel out of the equation, sometimes it becomes, a lot easier.
It is what it is. It was easy for Hamilton at the end of the day because the main rivals, the two guys that started ahead of him, but crashed out. So Verstappen and Sebastian Vettel. Vettel, his main rival for the championship, crashed out as well too. In the end, Hamilton did what he was supposed to do. It took control, capitalized on all this, on that crash, and he's got 28-point lead now. And
6 races to go.
Obviously, after that crash, there's been a lot of blame game. It's been in full effect. Ferrari blaming Verstappen, Verstappen blaming Sebastian Vettel. But in the midst of all that, one man is celebrating, and that's what happens in sports at times. I'm talking about Lewis Hamilton. He's the championship leader now. He's extended it actually to 28 points, and you can understand why he's a very delighted man this morning.
Yeah, obviously yesterday we struggled and we had no idea what was going to happen today. But the thing is, we just try to stay focused and try to get ahead. Obviously, he was very fortunate with the Ferraris at the beginning. So, I couldn't be happy. I'm really grateful.
Today, we didn't have that probably Friday pace we showed in practice to have the pace on Mercedes. So a little bit disappointed, obviously, to miss out on a win, but I still got to be pretty grateful and happy with another podium. And I think there's more Aussies here than last year, and there was more than the year before, so it's getting better, and thanks a lot.
Yes, that was Daniel Ricciardo of the Red Bull. You know, coming second, not exactly the win that he wanted, but still better than nothing. And the official word from that particular race in Singapore is that the stewards, they've actually done the investigations, and they feel no one is, you know, wholly to blame for that crash that happened on the first lap, but it's very damaging for the title hopes of Sebastian Vettel.
Very, very. Remember last year, on one or two occasions, where Lewis Hamilton couldn't finish a race, mechanical faults here and there, sometimes he claims sabotage. And like you said, all of these things do happen. You just have to move on. 6 races to go. Yeah. I mean, Sebastian Vettel is a man that has the ability to challenge all the way, so we'll see.
Right, we'll see. 6 races to go in the 2017 Formula One Championship. Can Sebastian Vettel make a comeback to win this particular title? We will find out in a couple of weeks. So that's it for Formula One. Let's move on and talk